Hey guys, I'm Bryan.
And I'm Zach.
And you're watching
SWL.
I'm just kidding. I'm Ella.
And I'm Tatum.
And you're watching
SWL.
So Bryan and Zach asked us to do the intro for SWL tonight because they remembered who we dressed up for his Halloween. I was Bryan.
And I was Zach.
And out of all the Bryan and Zach costumes, there were quite a bunch. I think we had the most realistic.
Yes, 100%. I ended up borrowing one of Zach's North Greenville shirts, and I told him it was for a Spanish project, and for some reason, he believed me.
He totally bought it and had no clue until we walked in, and we even had Bryan's coffee mug.
Yep.
She had Zach's, what was it?
I had one of my old phone cases, and I used it as one of his insulin pumps.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. We had all these details there.
Honestly, I mean, we were the most detail-oriented, so we were the best.
For sure. Okay.
Well, we have lots of stuff planned, and it's just going to be an amazing SWL. And so here's Bryan with the senior recognition.
So as most of y'all know, this week is Graduate Sunday. It's in graduation. This last Sunday, May 17th, we recognized our graduates. Now, granted, it was in a different way than we normally do. Normally, we bring all the graduates into the service, and everybody gets to see them. But because of social distancing and some of the changes we've had to make to how we're doing services, we actually created a video with all of our graduates in it, at least a picture. Most of them did video. So what we want you to do is we didn't want to lose the opportunity we had during SWL to recognize the seniors. So enjoy the video, and if you know one of our seniors, and even if you don't, find them on social media. If you've got their phone numbers, text them, tell them congratulations, and especially be praying for them as they take these next steps in their lives.
Hi, my name is Jordan Bystados Heiniger. I'm graduating from Enterprise High School, and I'll be attending Enterprise State Community College.
Hi, my name is Cooper Charlton. I will be graduating from Enterprise High School, and I will be attending the University of South Alabama, where I'll play football and major in business.
My name is Madison Dudding. I'm graduating from Enterprise High School, and my plans after graduation are to attend community college before transferring to Auburn University.
Hi, I'm Kylie Hattery. I'm graduating from Enterprise High School. I'm headed to Auburn University in the fall to major in industrial design. War Eagle!
Hi, I'm Sammy McKinnis, and I'm graduating from Ridgecrest Christian School, and I will be attending Enterprise Community College.
Sam Majegas, graduate of Enterprise High School. Will be pursuing a degree in computer science at UAB.
Hey, my name is Kane Thomas. I'm graduating from Enterprise High School. My plans after graduation are to go to lineman school.
I'm Drew Williams. I'm going to graduate from Enterprise High School and then go to the University of Alabama in the fall.
Good morning, my name is Allie Young. I'm a senior at Enterprise High School. I'm attending Stanford University next year, where I plan to major in marketing and continue my education at law school.
Hey, so we have a new segment called The Hot Seat. I love watching the show on YouTube called Hot Ones.
Frank made me watch that last night.
He may. Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you've never seen it before until last night?
No.
Oh yeah. It's where there's hot wings and even hotter questions. Well, we're eating salsa on a saltine, so there's hot questions and even hotter salsa on a saltine. So we did rock, paper, scissors.
And I lost.
And Zach lost, which means I get to ask the question.
And we don't know the questions.
We don't. But this is really, as some people have said, this is a friendship test because we're asking questions about ourselves and seeing if the other one can get it right.
And the answers have been in a conversation at some point in the last 4 years.
Right. because that's how long we've known each other. So I'm going to ask the first question. How long have I lived?
You gotta get.
Oh, okay. All right. How long have I lived in Enterprise?
So.
And I'll
Hold on. So you've been at the church 7 years, but in August it'll be your 8th August.
Correct. You're right. 7 years. And exactly 6 years, and to the day of Student Worship Live, 6 years, 11 months, and 15 days, which
I got one.
count is 7 years.
You got
one. So give me my first one.
What is my favorite movie?
Ooh, that's easy. Jurassic Park.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Where do Jennifer's parents live?
Do I need a city or the state?
Either one's fine.
They live in Oregon.
Right. More exactly, Portland, Oregon. Yes. It is. But you know what?
Brian's about to eat.
I probably am.
What is my favorite book?
Oh, no. No, all right. Let me ask this. Is the series enough?
What if I tell you it's not a series?
Oh, I was gonna say Harry Potter, but that's not right now, is it?
Is that your answer?
That's my answer.
It is To Kill a Mockingbird. We've had a conversation about this book. His face is turning red. Yeah.
What is my mom's name? Mildred! And Mildred, I know you're watching this. I love you, Mom.
I think my mom's calling me right now, actually. My phone's ringing in my pocket.
I think Jesus is calling me. It's time to go to heaven.
So now, on to the Harry Potter question. Which is my favorite book of the Harry Potter series?
The Prisoner of Azkaban.
Sorry, bud. It's Prisoner of Azkaban!
Yes! What is my high school mascot? And I'm even going to give you a hint. Think about where I went to college.
I feel like I'm gonna go with the tiger.
It's the Gamecocks. And if any of you are wondering, I've only eaten one cracker and I'm hurting, dude. I can't feel my lips. Right.
I'm fine.
No, you're not. Fake news.
Okay, ask a question. What is my favorite Star Wars movie? You got a 1 in 9th chance.
I know.
I mean, some of them were trash, so you can eliminate those.
You're right. Return of the Jedi.
It's Revenge of the Sith.
Oh!
Hello there. I quote it all the time. Boo.
Trying to game the system.
All right. Next question, please,
All
sir.
right.
Oh, I'm crying. Okay.
What is Henry's middle name?
Oh, you say it. Oh, God.
I do all the time.
Henry Bryan Barano.
Correct.
Oh, I can't see.
Correct. Dude, it's sweating in my eyes, man. I didn't.
All right. What's my favorite animal?
Ooh. Red panda.
It's a red panda.
Yes!
Oh.
What is the date of my wedding anniversary?
So, it is next week.
Correct.
It's in between Wednesday and Sunday.
Correct.
Okay, my brain's fried. I can't think of what day it is today.
Today is Wednesday the 20th.
So it's your wedding anniversary is the 29th.
It's the 28th.
Dude, the cracker's soggy now. So how many?
Gotta ask one more. One more.
If I could travel anywhere, where would I go?
I think I'm about to eat a cracker. Scotland. Scotland. Please be Scotland.
You got half of it right. Isle of the Skye, Scotland. That's right. I'll give you that one. Okay. We both got one more question right?
All right.
How many questions you got left?
I don't know, 2, I think.
I got 1, so let's just go ahead and pull through those.
Which of these states, I can't talk, have I not spent a weekend? There's only one answer. Massachusetts, Arkansas, Texas, or Oregon?
I'm going Texas.
You are correct, sir.
Because
Sweating on the shirt.
One more.
All right.
What is my favorite instrument?
There's only 2 possible answers, and I don't know which one it is. The guitar.
The banjo. Hey, if you're wondering at home, this is hot. It actually has a good flavor. It's just really. All right.
I'm not eating salsa ever again.
I don't know how long this is. You should have 7. I mean, I'm good if you don't have another question. Yeah. I can drink water. So.
No, that was it.
All right. Thank you for watching our torture.
Yes.
Now.
We do it for your enjoyment.
Now to Noah for everyday things where we made a bad decision. He's going to talk about good decisions.
Well, now's the part of Student Worship Live where we get to talk about everyday things that are a part of our everyday lives and how they relate to the Bible. So today we're going to be talking about decisions. A researcher once said that we make 35,000 decisions a day. I would say that qualifies as something that's an everyday thing. We make decisions on all kinds of things. So think about this. I don't know when you're watching this and what part of your day you're watching this, but even by this point in the afternoon when we're shooting this video, I have made so many decisions already. Like, for instance, this morning, when my alarm went off, I made the decision to snooze it. I snoozed it 3 times, actually. I'll confess to you. I snoozed it a total of 3 times. I made the decision to snooze my alarm. I then made the decision to go ahead and take a shower. I felt like that was a good decision to make this morning. And then I made the decision to pick out my clothes. What was I going to wear today? Not only that, do we make decisions about the time that we spend? What are we going to do to fill our day? We make decisions about the hobbies that we're going to participate in. We make decisions on what media we're going to engage, what social media platforms we're going to scroll through, what Netflix shows we are going to watch. The reality is that you and I make endless amounts of decisions every single day. Some things that we think about, that we are intentional in, decisions that we really ponder, and then decisions that we just make unintentionally. And this also happens in our spiritual lives. We make all kinds of decisions that impact our walks with Christ, that impact our spiritual lives. So here's the main point I want to communicate to us today, and it's this, that the more you choose to follow Jesus with your life, the more purpose and passion you'll have in your life. The more you choose to follow Jesus with your life each and every day, that you choose to follow him with everything you have, the more passion and the more purpose you'll have in your life. But also the inverse is true. The less that you choose to follow Jesus, the less passion and purpose you'll have in your life. Well, let's look at Psalm chapter 1 together. The Bible tells us this truth, and I love Psalm chapter 1. It gives us this beautiful picture of 2 different scenes. In fact, there's 2 different pictures portrayed in Psalm chapter 1. So let me read it for us, and then we'll talk about these 2 different pictures. It says this, "Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor sits in the seat of scoffers, but his delight is in the law of the Lord. And on his law he meditates day and night. He is like a tree planted by streams of water that yields its fruit in season, and its leaf does not wither. In all that he does, he prospers." And verse 4 tells us, the wicked are not so, but are like chaff that the wind drives away. Therefore, the wicked will not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knows the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked will perish. Well, the author of this psalm gives us a description of what it's like for those who are righteous. And in the Bible, when we understand what righteousness is, at its core, it's seeking after God. So here's what the psalmist is telling us. This is what it looks like for the person who seeks after God. And it characterizes this person by somebody who seeks after him in his word day and night, as somebody who meditates on his word day and night. And then he equates that person with a picture. He says he's like a tree. And there's several things that are a part of this imagery of a tree. And so I just want you to think about this. If you're walking in the woods or maybe in your backyard and you see a tree and it has all of these things, I want you to think about how important that is for this particular tree. Well, this tree, he's planted by streams of water. And actually, if you study that word planted, it means that he's intentionally put there. It's not randomized. It means that he was put there for a purpose, meaning that this tree has purpose already. In the fact that it's located where it has purpose. And he's planted by streams of water, meaning that there's a nourishing stream of water right next to it, meaning that those who are righteous are nourished by God's word. It also tells us that it yields its fruit in season. That this tree has everything it needs and it produces fruit. Isn't that a beautiful sight when you walk up to a tree and you see all kinds of beautiful fruit in it? The reality is those who are righteous, those that seek after God, God in his grace and his mercy, he produces fruit in and out of our lives. There are things that come out of our lives that are beautiful and are pleasing to those around us. Well, the psalm also tells us that this tree, its leaves do not wither, meaning that it endures. Even when storms come and trials come and droughts come, the reality is that because of where it's planted, because of the circumstances of this tree, it endures. And lastly, it tells us that this tree prospers in everything that it does. The reality is that those who seek God with their life, those who are righteous, those who choose to follow Jesus, they make the decision over and over and over to follow Jesus with their lives. Guess what? They're just like this tree. They have purpose. They have nourishment. They produce beautiful things in their lives. They endure hardship, and they prosper. But then the psalm continues rather dramatically. He transitions to the wicked. In fact, he says in verse 4, he says, the wicked are not so. They're not like this tree. He gives a picture of what the wicked are like. He says, they are like chaff that the wind drives away. And if you're like me, when I first read this, I was like, what is chaff? I've never heard of chaff. Well, in this current day, they were a community that really was a farming community. And one of the things that they would do is they would take wheat that they grew and they would thresh it, which when you thresh wheat, you simply are doing one thing. You're separating the core contents of the wheat, the part of the wheat that you eat or that you make into bread, with the part of the wheat that you don't need. And that part of the wheat is called chaff. And when you thresh it, essentially you're grinding it, and then you take those separated pieces, and what you do is you take those pieces and you throw them in the air in a place where you know there'll be wind, and what happens is the chaff, which is the piece, the husk of the wheat, the part of the wheat you don't need, is blown away in the wind. So what is the psalm telling us here? He's saying that the wicked are not like the tree that has purpose, that produces fruit, that is nourished by streams of water, that is prosperous in all that they do. In fact, the wicked are like the chaff that is blown by the wind, never to be used again. The wicked don't have purpose. So I just want to encourage you today, wherever you are, as you're thinking about your everyday life, as you're thinking about decisions, the more you choose to follow Jesus with your life, the more purpose and passion you'll have in your life. The less you choose to follow Jesus with your life, you'll be like that chaff. You won't have purpose and passion in your life. Let me ask you and encourage you to choose to do 3 things today. Read your Bible. Seek God in his word. Let me encourage you to pray to him. Spend time in communication with him. Let me also encourage you to talk to somebody about Jesus. Maybe it's a parent, maybe it's a friend. Those are 3 things that you can choose to do that will bring purpose and passion in your life. Well, Well, next on Student Worship Live, we're going to throw it right back to Bryan, and we've got another update for you.
Thank you, Noah, for everyday things. And we have an exciting announcement. That is, we are going to get to gather again as a student ministry on June 10th. We don't really know how that's going to look yet, whether it's inside or outside, but we will be meeting on June 10th. And Bryan is going to give us a little bit more information about that.
Yay! Hey, I just want to say, and this is on a personal note, like, I miss people. Like, I miss our people. And that's parents, students, even some of the students that annoy us to no end. We still miss you. I mean, I think that's pretty universal. In fact, Zach and I talked about that just last week. But so what is that going to look like? So as we phase back in as a church in meeting on Sunday mornings for corporate worship, we as a staff have talked, and we are going to start phasing back in us meeting as a student ministry. Now, we know that summertime is the lowest time attendance-wise of the year for us. You know, we go from running, 110, 120, 125 people in the hangar on Wednesday nights to during the summer running 40 or 50. We realize that. But we have missed meeting with you, haven't we?
We have, very much.
So this is what we're going to do. We are going to meet every other Wednesday night in June and July, starting on June 10th. Right now, it's either going to be in the Welcome Center parking lot or it will be in the sanctuary. I know some of you may be thinking, well, why not in the hangar? The problem we have in the hangar is on a normal week, we struggle with fitting everybody in the hangar anyway. There's no way that we can put even 50 people in the hangar socially distancing from one another. So that's why we're going to either do it outside in the Welcome Center parking lot or in the sanctuary, because we can fit more people there. Who are these student worships going to be for? Well, they're not just going to be for students, and they're not just going to be for our adult leaders. They're going to be for the families of our students as well. We want to invite anybody that wants to come and worship with us to come. However, we are going to ask everyone to still sign up, just like we're asking people to do on Sunday morning, just so we can make sure that we have enough room for everyone that comes and worships with us. Now, what are those student worships going to look like? We have absolutely no idea yet. We just found out this week that we were officially going to be able to do it. But I will guarantee you this. There will be Bible study. There will be worship. There will be some fun. Even fun that you can have standing 6 foot away from somebody that's not in your family. So we want to invite all of you June 10th, June 24th, July the 8th, and July the 22nd to come and worship with us those weeks. And then as the summer wears on, we'll be getting you some more information about what the school year is going to look like for us. But our plan as a church is, if everything stays the way it is and continues to get better, that by the time the school year rolls around in August, we will be back to our normal student ministry schedule with Sunday school on Sunday morning and student worship on Wednesday nights. At least that's our thinking right now. So we want to invite you to come on June 10th here at the church to come and worship with us. We'll give you some more specific details as that date gets closer. But man, yes, we get to meet together again.